All right, friends, I am here with the Townleys. We're here with Rob and Jackie. I think I saw the pet Annie, and I think they've gotten Davis and Lucy down at this point, which is pretty impressive. It's like, what time is it? 8:20. So that's pretty good.
Every night, clockwork, Will.
I love it. I love it. Rob, you made sure that happened, right? You were the one to put them down, right?
You know, I'm the disciplinarian in the house, so just try to make sure everything stays together.
Watch me roll my eyes.
Well, y'all, thanks for coming on. We wanted to continue with our format, Hang On, Hang In, Haygood, just to help encourage people that are out there listening and watching and viewing this piece. The main thing we want to help them know is that they're not alone. So we want to hear from you guys about, in the midst of COVID-19 and all this craziness, how you guys have been hanging on. So tell us, in the Townley household, how are you hanging on?
We're here. We've made it. How many days? It's been really difficult. Our dog in the background, our three-legged monster back here, Webster, is also, if it's not the kids, it's the dog, and if it's not the dogs, it's the kids. And we both work full time, so it's been really difficult for us to manage like everything. It's just the new norm. Everyone's like, I can't say everyone's in the same boat. Everyone is in a boat, whether it's the same exact boat or not is, up for discussion.
Is there a hole in the boat? Is the boat sinking or is it still afloat? I mean,
that would say it sinks, but it's for the most part, we're staying afloat.
Like the boat was doing well, weeks 4 through 10. The first 4 weeks were a weird adjustment. Got in a little rhythm, and now there might be a little water coming in.
So I always work from home, so this working from home is not that different for me.
Right.
But what's been nice is I usually start out a conference call with hey, how's the weather, or just nonchalant, meaningless conversation, where now everyone I work with and all my clients know my children because they're always in the background or on a video chat or whatever it is, and they're like, how's Lucy today, or how's Davis, or so it's become a little bit more meaningful and kind of more personal, which I think has been nice.
Yeah, because they get to come inside your home and get to know your family. How interesting.
Oh, they know Lucy well. Yeah. She makes herself known.
Does that kind of blur in a good way, the boundaries between work and friendships?
There are boundaries.
There are no boundaries.
There are no boundaries. Okay.
If it's whatever it is, but again, that's just how it is. I think everyone has experienced a change in how they're doing work and how what is traditional is kind of out the door, and
right.
So it's been overall, it's been fine. It's been hard, I think, on our kids. They miss their friends. They go to Haygood, so they miss Haygood. They miss their grandparents. Just probably like every other child out there.
Harder on Davis and Lucy. So I think Davis being 5 is a tougher age for this, an adjustment, than Lucy at 2, almost 3. She doesn't really know that she's happy as a lark.
She's just like, you're my best friend. We're like, that's great. When is that going to change? Hopefully never, but Davis, it's hard because he's about to go to kindergarten. It's already a transition, as you know, with Bethany. And so it's just, they miss, and it's nice to have people that are watching your child that's not their parents. It's nice to have some of, social network that are just not us. And I think we miss that a lot too. Yeah.
So it was interesting the other day, we had a socially distanced gathering at Haygood where we promoted the kids up to kindergarten. I thought the kids, from our experience, we thought Bethany and Katie would be really excited about this day, because Katie also they had a big parade for her because she graduated. I mean, she finished first grade, so the teachers came out with this big party and parade down East Sussex, or actually East Rock Springs, sorry. And I thought they would be so excited. They were actually very sad. It was a very sad day for them.
Yeah. It was a nice day. I'm glad they did that. But also I feel like especially with Davis, he's just like, oh, he watches so much TV at this point, which, because what else can he do? He's
Right.
become like a marine biologist with the amount of like octonauts he's watched on Netflix.
Right.
Thank goodness Disney Plus came out last November. Like, could you ask for better timing? I don't know how we would have done it without it, but you know, it's just, we're trying to engage them differently, but we're very busy during the day. It's just hard.
That's
hard.
probably a question a lot of parents have right now, screen time. Obviously it's increased mostly for kids right now. How do y'all balance that? Is there any balance at this point? I mean, we struggle with it. I'm sure you guys do too.
Yeah.
I mean, we struggle with
I've always hated screen
Yeah.
time. That's our house rule: no screen time during dinner and things like that, which is being broken, but sometimes. But yeah, that's been my actually. If I could pick one thing I like least about quarantine, it's been Davis and screen time.
Yeah.
And it's been challenging to get him out to the preserve and places like that. But
Mine would be Lucy not wanting screen time. I would love it, make my life so easy if she would just watch a show for 30 minutes, but she's just not there yet.
Right.
So
that's one of my favorite parts.
yeah, I know.
That's
I
my
just
girl
need a
out
break.
there
I need a break.
living her life. Living her life.
She's like climbing the stairs on outside the banister, and she's just like everyone else, you know.
But there's been a lot of good about it though. I mean, like as I said, weeks 4 through 10, and really still now. I've told another guy in church, Bryce Harvey. I walk by his house daily. I'm like, you know, I'm living the life right now. This is great, you know, because I don't like to be away from my kids for more than like 2 seconds if possible. So from that aspect, I've been just in hog heaven.
Sure.
But you know, it's also just been the real challenges are still there, obviously,
Yeah.
and we can't get away from that point. But there are a lot of good pieces of it too.
Right. Right. So I was talking to Rob and Amy Hogan last week, and I asked them this question. I said, when do y'all find times for yourself? Or what advice would you give to couples? And they just laughed and they said, ask the next couple, because that's not happening for us. So
Right.
do y'all find any time like where you can just sit down, have a meal, go, you know, and quiet? I guess, you know, is there any time for y'all? I mean, that's I'm sure something couples are struggling with right now.
After they go to bed, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna, no, I mean, we're probably lagging on that front. We're so exhausted that at the end of the day, I've honestly never worked harder in my life. Personally speaking, between the kids and keeping the house somewhat organized and working and shopping and taking Lucy to her doctor's appointments and still trying to make sure that I'm like hitting a somewhat traditional level of normalcy for each different avenue it's exhausting.
We're around each other 24/7, but there's always a task. We're not just hanging out relaxing. So we're here together, but we're doing something, whatever that something is. And
it's just
mostly
very
it's the
busy.
kids. And getting both kids down by 8 o'clock, contrary to what we said at the beginning, is probably the first time that's happened. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know why they just went down without throwing a connection.
That's good. Well, you bring up something kind of interesting. You feel like when you're in the same house, you're going to be really present with each other. But I found that too. The kids might be watching a show and I'm cleaning or doing some chores. And so it's really actually, sometimes it's hard to find some time where you're actually all there together doing something as a group where you're really present for each other, even though you're in the same household.
Right.
We try and do that for dinner and then right after. We haven't been overly successful, but and a lot of that's because our kids refuse to eat dinner most of the time.
They eat so many snacks during the day. That's another thing. The snacking has just gotten like out of control.
I think they're just full when dinner comes
myself
around,
included. Like, I need to just say no more Pirates foodie for
But
myself.
But
we have the Pirates foodie too. We totally do. Yeah.
I'd say virtually every night we get to dinner at least, and we're at the dinner table right now in this Zoom meeting. So we get here. It may or may not devolve quickly from there, but we at least have that moment most nights.
So we're doing great. It's doing great. I've really been able to focus on myself.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Living the dream, baby. I love it. I love it.
No, not happening yet. But I also thought, you know, what is this, week 12 of quarantine? 13, whatever it is. I should have every organized drawer. Like, there should be no trunk drawer for our kitchen. Not happening. It's
No, I
still
hear it.
as it was on day one. So, we'll maybe get to it. Maybe we won't. I don't know.
I find there's more cleaning to do. You feel like because you're there, you'd be able to do it more. But you clean the
Yeah.
kitchen. You clean the kitchen in the morning. It's dirty within 30 minutes. You got to do it again before lunch and after lunch. It's nonstop.
We didn't have a dishwasher for the last 3 weeks
That
either.
was super fun.
What?
So
Yeah, that was great.
got that taken care of yesterday.
I'll be
Back on the-
nosy. Like, who loads the dishwasher in y'all's house?
He does.
Jackie, do you ever come behind him and load it a different way?
Nope, I don't. That's the one thing I let him own, and not
She
let
didn't
him.
know how to use the
Yeah, I
dishwasher.
think the last one it was so confusing. This one it's much better, but no, he loads
I
up.
have two jobs in the house: the
Yeah.
dishes and taking out the trash.
Yep, that's it.
Is that
Not
because
too
you don't?
bad.
What's yours, Jackie? What's your daily chores?
Basically everything else.
Everything else? Okay.
I am a clean freak. I like things in order. So he definitely helps, and he tries to clean, and I'll say, make it clean like Jackie cleaned. He's like, okay. But no, I like things to be organized. And traditionally when the kids are at school, he's at home, I'm at home working. The house at by 9 o'clock is, back in order.
Right.
I've had to let go of that. So
I came back home tonight about 7:55, Will, and looked fantastic. So she's doing a great,
Hey,
clean as a whistle in here.
it just magically happens, Rob.
it just helps my brain. I need everything in its place. What can I say?
I love it. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next question. That's hang in. How would you encourage other people right now to hang in?
Well, after that diatribe, I don't know if we have any advice.
Did we not touch on that in the last subject?
Yeah. Netflix has been crucial to our success in watching random series.
All right, what's the series you would recommend right now?
What would you say? On the count of three, say something. One.
I mean,
What about Outer Banks?
Oh.
We watched Outer Banks. I rewatched all The Office, episode 1, the finale.
Whoa.
That was great.
I only watched Tiger King or whatever.
Tiger
That's the only thing I
King.
watched.
Well, that was early COVID.
That was early COVID. That was the craze.
Well, obviously MJ. I mean, The Last Dance.
Obviously.
We
Did
didn't
you
watch
watch
that
that,
Sunday.
Jackie?
That end of the week, and she watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it was really good. Interesting. We can have a whole nother webinar about just that docuseries, but we'll save that for another time.
Yeah.
But yeah, just Rob plays a guitar, and we have a basement of junk is what we call it. You've been in there. He'll go down there and play with Davis, and it's an unfinished basement, so they're able to run around and just basically doing everything.
That goes back to the bedtime. So post dinner, they're supposed to be in bed by 8. It used to be 7. I don't know what happened, but Davis and Lucy are very good at coercing me without much effort to stay in the basement till 8:45. Just keep on building forts and stuff like that. So that's
Hey, you got to go with it.
just keep playing with your kids.
We've also accumulated quite a bit of workout equipment in the basement, which we've hardly used. So hey, we basically have a gym in the basement of used gym equipment. So there's also that. Mentally, we're going to start using it every day.
Mentally, you're going to start doing that?
I think so. I think maybe tomorrow's the day. Maybe.
I do last couple weeks. I'll get up earlier before they're up with the dogs, and I'll go outside. And so I do have maybe 30 minutes before the house gets crazy. So just for mental health, that's a positive thing. Try and do a little recording of our lives in a journal and stuff like that. So
nice.
And I've got into painting furniture as a hobby all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hear some hobbies. So I hear the guitar. I hear taking some time for yourself in the morning and painting. It's cool.
Well, painting furniture.
Right.
I'm not. Let's not. No. She's in a different. Mine is chalk paint. You can't mess it up. So, no, it's been nice just to find something to do around the house.
Yeah. Well,
But and taking the kids to the preserve is always, that's my top.
the Morningside Preserve over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But any preserve, so wherever you are.
Yeah.
Any hike. The low water
Yeah.
hike, Emery's fantastic.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Where's that? Which one?
Then the low water
Okay.
preserve.
I'll text you, Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We drove up to Amicalola Falls the other day and had a blast.
Yeah, fantastic
Yeah,
place.
really pretty.
Very pretty. It was kind of crowded, but we had a good time.
Etowah Indian Mounds.
The Indian Mounds were really cool. If you've been there, it's not far, like 30 minutes. But yeah, we just try to do like day trips just to get the kids out, have some form of normalcy.
Yeah.
For all of us. Easy.
Love it. Well, the last question is Haygood. What do you miss about Haygood?
Just were in that mini socially distanced meeting the other day, and I mean, it's like just got to see a few other people. I was talking to Jimmy Hatcher on the phone yesterday, and we were talking about that you just can't replace being with the people, right? And for us, the last 5 years, living there 24/7 with both kids there, so virtually every day of the week, it's just been a shock to the system, I guess, to be completely removed.
Yeah.
Physically.
I mean, some of our best friends we met at Haygood, and so we're still obviously very, very close to them. Obviously, you have already talked to the Hogans. They're basically family to us, and obviously Ainsley is an incredibly close friend of mine. So, the Reeds and the Hollands and, just the other families that go to Haygood, we're still really, really close, and we text and we talk often, and we've had socially distanced hangs, but just being able to be in the church with our kids together, running around, playing together on the playground or whatever was normal, and the chaos of Wednesday night supper, because it is truly chaos, you do miss it, So.
Yeah, it's really strange to be around the church on Wednesday nights now. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes I forget it's Wednesday because I don't know what day it is these days. But I'm like, oh,
Right.
It's Wednesday, and it's like 5 o'clock. This should start to, be filling up, and it's not. It's really, really eerie.
Yeah, I mean, I think saying missing everything is just a fair statement, because once again, every day virtually was focused on Haygood. I mean, because the kids are there all day, we're there on the week. I mean, and it's a great place to be focused on, and so to not have it there physically has been an unfortunate situation.
But on the other hand, it's been kind of nice because we were so busy before. I mean, it was just
right.
We're redlining it every day now, but it's in a different way. Yeah, I mean, we're very busy now, but like we're busy together, and whereas before we were busy independently.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice to just have all those activities stripped down. And so it'll be curious to see how, when things go back to normal and we're back in school and we're back at work or whatever, whenever and however that looks, how busy our lives feel then, I guess. Because it has been nicer just to kind of, we don't have swim class, we don't have this, we don't have that. I don't know, that's been nice. And then honestly, having Haygood on Sundays virtually has been great because, every Sunday we're at Haygood. There goes thunder. Here comes the dog freaking out. Every Sunday we're at Haygood, and that's half the day of Sunday. So after nap, you only have 3 o'clock to say 7 o'clock for the kids to do something. Where it's been nice, kind of to be able to do it online live, obviously from home, or if we want to go out for a walk, we can move back. So I feel like we probably wouldn't have gone online or virtual unless we were forced. And I think that's been really great because it'll invite more people to be more attentive on a regular basis.
I think you're right. So if people stay home, they still, maybe they weren't coming in anyway, but they stay home and they get some of the service, right?
Right. Like we've listened to your sermons in the car going places, or we were at the admin council meeting coming back from Florida last week, so we're able to now be more mobilized, whereas we couldn't be before.
Those sermons are great for putting kids to sleep too. I mean, they're perfect.
No, that's
I had a
Not
good
you.
nap during that meeting.
Not you. No, yeah. No, definitely not. Definitely not. So.
All right, this is awesome, y'all. Well, anything else you want to say to everybody before we sign off? This has been a great chat.
I think just make the best of it, situation we're in. So just try and enjoy it. I've enjoyed it. I mean, it's challenging, it's busy, but I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to try some new things too. We were doing our online stuff. We're doing more, interviews with people, and I've gotten to know more about people just in these interviews. I got to know a lot about Ainsley and the Hogans, and now y'all. I forgot you play the guitar, Rob. I mean, and that now we got to paint. We got some paint furniture.
Oh, I do not play it well.
Rocks out hardcore. Yeah.
But I do feel like I've gotten to come into people's homes in ways I haven't before. People are a little iffy about you coming in there. Not me, but just people coming in their homes these days. So
maybe just.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Maybe probably just me.
We had a dishwasher repairman here earlier, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's tough, and especially in the beginning, we were so careful and so freaked out, and we're still very conservative with regards to like how risk, I guess, we're willing to take. But I mean, we're still pretty, we're wearing our masks, and we're trying to be socially distant. We're trying to do everything we can. And it's just been interesting because we are going to have to get back to our lives and get back to a new normal. And that transition that we're going all through, we're all going to have to figure out what that looks like and whatever everyone's comfortable with. And when we come back to church all together, we all have to just be very respectful of what everyone else is thinking with that regard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about that now. We're looking at coming back at the end of June, and I'm getting a little anxious. About that because you can't, you hope people will, abide by the policies you put in place, but people want to see each other. And I know that's going to be hard for people to behave differently than before, but that's what I'm a little bit anxious about, definitely.
Gotta do it to see what happens, Will.
Oh, we're going to be fine, Rob. We're going to be fine. But you help me be the enforcer, okay?
All right, I'll try.
Yeah, Rob the enforcer. Those are two words that always go in the same sentence. Yeah, so mean. Yeah, right. I'll be like, I don't know if you don't mind. I don't know. That'd be great.
Well, we need to talk about we talked about using courteous language the other day. We talked about if people are too close together, we're going to have like little signs like they do at golf tournaments that says "Make room for the Holy Spirit."
Just put them on the ground.
Yeah.
Or instead of that's a great idea.
Yeah. A bunch of Heisman trophies with that slogan on it.
Yeah. Yep. Well, thank y'all. I hope y'all have a good rest of the night, and congratulations on getting the kids to bed early.
Great.
Still light outside, it looks like, so that's pretty awesome.
Well, I've just got my watch on a countdown for the next Will's Aunt sermon, so
You better get going. You better get some sleep.
Making paper teams, breaking them every day.
Love it. Well, y'all be good. We'll talk to y'all soon, okay?
All right, bye.
All right, see ya.
See ya.